Select.
Greetings, this is G Vibes, and you're listening to the Prophet Kwaku on the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show. Stay tuned, stay locked to the Prophet Kwaku on the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show.
Otep, Itepe Ineke, J.R. Senebe. Yeah, boy. Give thanks and praise unto creating force of the universe, of no Peter being that which is greater than ourselves, who has many names. Olodomare, Unkulukunkun, Kwame, Blafoshe, Mungo, Aman Ra, Ashe. You're tuned to the Nubian Forum People's Talkshow live here on the rock926.com. Inside the experience with the Prophet Kwaku. Big up to the person who was playing, I think with Stevie Vibes or something like that. He was the person that was playing earlier. So rise up to yourself, my brethren. Excellent music. You played one of my favorite Sugar Miners. Love that tune there. So you play it on 7-inch vinyl. Big up yourself every time. He was filling for Smedley. So get Clutching Back Black here next week. Was it 5? Was it again? Let me forget the time. Then come on now. 2 till 5. That's the time to come on, 2 to 5. Before that, our own Fat Larry, 11 till 2. Seeing after me is the Bandit, 7 on till 9. So you're in true to Nubian Forum People's Talk Show live here on the rock926.com. And right now today is not a really happy day for me this week. There's been a few tragedies that has gone on this week, and my sister passed away. Gone on to the ancestors, and I know her family and everybody is sitting down there, and everybody is just thinking about her and all them things there. Sister Pam Simpson moved on to the ancestors last week, and this week actually, it was this week, Tuesday, and she leaves 3 children, Natasha, Simeon, and Marcus. And her beloved husband, Carl, my brother, forever. Love you just like me love my sister. You understand me? I say my brother. And so she's gone on to the ancestors. I have a brethren, Neville Hall, move on to the ancestors couple weeks ago. He's 9 now, it was a couple of weeks ago. His departure ceremony from Mother Earth will be this Thursday, and so we give thanks to the ancestors to give us the opportunity to know these spirits in the physical form. And so I just want to rise up to them and rise up to those that came before us. The 22nd of this month was 70 years since the first wave of Africans from the Caribbean in the 40s, 1948, came here on a ship that landed at Tilbury Docks called Windrush. And there's been a whole load of things that's been happening about Windrush over the past few weeks. And we know I'm going to be talking about that specifically today. But I want to play a tune for my sister that passed away. See, Pam, I want to play this tune for you wherever you are. You understand what I'm saying to you, my queen? And then I'll play a tune for Neville. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because she was a queen. You understand what I'm saying to you? She was a beautiful spirit. You just know people and them just pure. She was pure goodness. And I'm going to miss her deeply. And on behalf of the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show, on behalf of the rock926.com, and on behalf of Nubia African Community Foundation School, and all the people them that you came into contact with, Pam, we wish you a beautiful journey onto the next life in the arms of Olodumare, the riches Amen Ra, Asari, Aset, and Heru. May they guide you on the ship, on the bark, to the next life. May your spirit just fly, and may you never forget, when send a message to the ancestors that we're here and we don't forget them. Yeah? So he was a queen, you know. So this tune, Siba Pam. Yeah, this tune, yeah, we're gonna rinse out now. This tune is for Pam and her family.
Now hear this.
Simpson family will tight. Call me brother. Natasha, Marcus, Simeon. Big up on yourself. Love on her. Like me love on her mama.
Queen Majesty.
You know what? I select it back for them again, you know, because you see when you miss when you lose a loved one, you know, somebody who's good. Okay, you know, some of the people when them dead, them did wicked in our life. Some of them did no good. But when somebody beautiful is gone, you know, you miss and you lose that individual. Yes, I may say, it rips you apart. It's like a vacuum in your life. See? So we're going to remember Siba Pam, because that's how we affectionately knew her at Nubia, Siba Pam. See? Carl, the children, big up on herself, you know. All the faith. See? Because she's still there with we in the spirit. So this is for our beautiful Pamela Simpson. Moved on to the ancestors.
Massive, are you ready? Take it.
Greetings, this is G Vibes, and you're listening to the Prophet Kwaku on the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show.
Big up to Simpson family. Siba Pam. Love and miss you. Love and miss you.
Vibes, and you're listening to the Prophet Kwaku on the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show.
Yes, people. So, you know, that was from my sister Pam. And this tune, you know, see, is from my brethren. See, my article brethren who move on to the ancestors. Never Hall. No one who know him as a little soul man from Brixton. Rasta Neville, you know. My brethren gone, you know, higher. See, prostate, take him out, you know. So we, as African men, have to just check out with prostrate, you know. Me guilty of not checking out the last year or so. So, me have to go get a check. So check out your prostrate. See, you can go and get a blood test for it now. Them have a blood test, it can check you out and them thing there. So check out your prostrate. And this tune, yeah, right, is for Neville. See, and this is from my brethren, Neville Hall. I'm gone, you know. And this include my sister too. So all this.
Whoa. Hey. When the road is tall up when the road is tall.
Yes, me have to play this tune back here, you know. I have to play this tune here back. When the roll call up yonder, who listen? Crucial tenor, sir. Never, Palmer.
When the road is tall up yonder, I've got.
I'm not here to make, you know, Europeans feel comfortable when I'm speaking, because I'm going to talk about the truth. I'm not here to spread slander on Europeans or any other group, so to speak. I'm here to tell you the truth. You know, I think Winston Churchill coined a phrase, and I think Dr. Abu mentioned it one time. He said, the truth is so precious, you have to surround it with a barrage of lies. Winston Churchill said that. One of them supported greatest leader. And so when I come on this station on a Sunday afternoon, a very awkward time, because, you know, I got family commitments and all kind of things that me have to commit, but this is a very awkward time for me. Yeah, because it just mash up my Sunday. But I make that sacrifice because I think some of the information that I'm regurgitating or I'm bringing to the fore is necessary for people to hear. Because on the Rock family, the genre of people them that probably listen to this station wouldn't ordinarily listen to the kind of conversations that I may generate on the show. And so therefore it's incumbent on me to bring information to our people, to open up the pineal gland, open up the minds of the people, because we're all being screwed left, right and center. It's not no plaything. So I don't really come here to make people feel comfortable. The truth is going to make you feel uncomfortable. You know, so when you do something and you kind of get fine out, you feel uncomfortable. Everybody does, because the truth come out and you feel kind of uncomfortable. So here we are, supposedly in a time where we're talking about historical events that transpired in the time of our people. We're speaking about events passed by. We're speaking about just 70 years. We're not even going back further than that, to be quite honest. And what I've learned in the little time that I've been in this country, I born in this country. See? So when Windrush came here, I was born 26 years later. Yeah? If my calculations is right. See? I was born 26 years later. And how many of our people traveled there? And our people, those descendants of those people that came here, are not even the descendants, the actual people them that come here. Enslaved, I won't even say work. They slaved because the wages that they were paying in them was pittance. And those people saved their money and buy them yard and send for them children and send for them partner them and created functional families. They even became functional members of the communities that was here, because not all of the European communities was hostile to them, but the majority were. And those that befriended African people who came here, they themselves were persecuted by their own people. And now we've got Theresa May, when she was Home Secretary, created an environment that they call a hostile environment, where they were sending back people who had a legitimate right of stay in this country, cut off their pensions, cut off all kind of medical things that they could have access to, and just run them out of the country. And we know better than most that generation of African people that came here between the 40s up until the 70s and even after, those people worked. Them never gonna exchange, because that's what they used to call it, exchange, labor exchange, because to them that was an embarrassment. So they would do any type of work rather than to go to labor exchange. So those people paid tax for 50 years. And let me go further. We must never forget that in 2015, February of 2015, the government only just paid off the people them that loaned them the money to pay the people them that had Africans enslaved, paid them compensation. The 184 years. We were still paying tax, and we're still paying tax for our own freedom. And they took liberties with those people. But the thing that has got up my nose the most, the thing that riles my body, that makes me so angry, is to see those, and this is the only time you will hear me use this definition and this terminology to define a group of our people. Niggers going down some church With the church, them go up wait name there. Okay, check it out again and see. Yeah, I'm back again. I think that I'm on. So if anybody's out there and they're picking it up, if we're back on, just send me a text or you can call and let me know if we're back on. 07539695245. That's 07539695245. If you're picking up the show out there, let me know. If you're picking it up on the FM or if you're picking it up on the internet, let me know. I'm gonna talk. You know, technology is such a thing that they can, you know, they have a way of, you know, sending a signal to shut down a show because they want to stop us from speaking. They want to stop us from speaking our reality, what we feel. You know, I can't ring up LBC and I can't ring up BBC London and I can't express how I truly feel, really feel. I can't express that because they're talking about political correctness and all this kind of nonsense. You see what I'm saying? And so therefore,
I'm gonna see. You're live.
Oh, I'm live, yeah? Okay. Give thanks.
Yeah, you're behind time though, I think.
Yeah, well, there's nothing I can do, innit? I mean...
Okay, alright then. Bye.
Give thanks. Yeah, so I'm live again. I don't know what part you picked up or what part what I was actually talking about. I was talking about the 70 years that our people come in this country, see, and them work hard in this country. 26 years after they came, I was born. Yeah, and Otep caller, what's your name and where you're calling from? Yeah, big up to 280. Maybe they just send that in to just say, yeah, they pick him out loud and clear out there. You know, African people, the truth is this, yeah, is that nobody want to hear, right? Nobody really want to hear our true story. Yeah, nobody wants to hear our true story. Nobody's interested in that. Otep caller, what's your name and where you're calling from?
Yes, bro, just quickly, you're live, yeah, but you finished on the part when you called them niggers and then it cut.
Oh, seen. So that went out live,
right.
Yeah?
Alright, peace.
Alright, give thanks. Alright, give thanks to that caller. He didn't even give me his name or where he was calling from. But there it is. We give thanks. Nice to know that you lot are logged in. You can send your texts in 07539695245. Otep caller, what's your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from London. You cut off when you were talking about some church and about nigger.
I cut off when what? Say that again, beloved.
You was talking about you passed some church and also nigger or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
That's when you cut off, yeah?
Yeah. Alright, give thanks, bro.
Easy.
Yeah, boy, the callers are tuning in and they're listening. Yeah, I cut off at the point, yeah, where I was talking about these people them that went down to Westminster Abbey. That's it. And there was some ceremony or some celebration. I don't know what they were celebrating, but I don't know what the Africans were celebrating that went there. But I know what the Europeans was celebrating when they went there. They were celebrating that, look, we still got these people them as slaves. They're still our slaves. They still jump to our tune. You see what I'm saying? There's no price to pay to betray our people. And that's what the problem is in the African community. Yeah, right across the African community, from the Caribbean to the rest of Africans in diaspora and the Africans on the continent. We can all betray each other. We can just go around doing what we do at the detriment of our people. Yeah, just because we're getting 30 pieces of silver. You follow what I'm saying to you? There's got to be something that we stand for. We can't allow these people, to be running around, taking them, sending. Listen, look, they've been sending planes of people back to Jamaica and parts of Nigeria and the other parts of the Caribbean long before this Windrush thing came out, before the scandal came out. They've been sending them back. You think Cameron, remember I said Cameron got, they forgot build prison, Yeah, and they went to build a prison because they expect to send people there. Yeah, not for the people in Jamaica, for the people who they're looking to banish to Jamaica. And we sit here and we watch on the news. I tell you, when I saw the news and I see them there singing there, you know, they just look pathetic. You understand? This is the madness that they ever seen. This is the mangamizi that these people them ever seen. Hold up, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, what's up? Greetings.
Who's that, Kwame?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, Kwame. Yeah, what you saying?
You know what, right? We have to get this win-win thing into perspective, you know what I mean? Right? Because there's a danger. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, there's a danger, yeah, of, particularly, I think to young people, right, that Black Britain began in 1948. You know what I mean? And for me, you know what I mean? And for me, that's historically wrong. That's incorrect, right?
Say that again. Sorry, Kwame. I couldn't hear you properly. Say that again, brother.
Yeah, what I'm saying that we do, you know, there's a danger, right, of putting Windrush, right, on a pedestal. Why do I say that? Because many people, right, some of our young people included, right, and people that don't know us, right, we seem to think, right, that Black Britain began in 1948. You get me? Right? And I'm saying that Windrush...
Before you go any further, beloved, yeah? I hear what you're saying, and I know exactly where you're going to go with this, yeah? I know all of that. You know, you listen to the show, you've contributed to the show, and we've Africated the people them about how long we've been in this country. Yeah, we have done that. Because of time, Kwame, and because I have a very short show, yeah, and the show's going to finish actually 52 minutes. I don't want to go down that road. I just want to deal with this particular segment of the story. Do you follow what I'm saying, beloved? Yeah? No disrespect to you. No disrespect to anybody else. But I don't want to stray away from what I'm talking about today. I want to keep it on this because I'm dealing with the behavior patterns of the traitors. That's what I'm dealing with. Do you follow what I'm saying? Yeah? So these people betray, yeah, our people in prison. We can talk about Septimus Severus of 190 or was it 197 A after the Common Era, who's buried in York. I know about that.
And before that?
Yeah, I know about Africans prior to that. I know what the Romans said they saw when they came in. I know that. But that's not what we're going to do. Yeah, what we're dealing with, we're dealing with the fact that Africans came here after the enslavement, after the colonization, after the deprivation and nothing given to us, no facilities made so that we can repair ourselves. Do you follow what I'm saying? And we still came here and still helped to build this place. We and the Irish people them. Yeah? Those two groups, the Africans and the Irish. You understand? And few of the poor the poorer class of white people here for the Irish state liberty now. Now what I'm saying is, yeah, the Irish is fighting their corner, the poor white them is fighting their corner, but it seems as if our people can disrespect us by turning up to events like this without the permission of the community. They don't represent us. Because Theresa May, the woman who's the Prime Minister, who created this atmosphere which she called hostile environment, who sent people away that pay taxes. Two set of taxes we paid, you know, taxes for the work and taxes for the 184 years of loan that they took out to pay the people them that owned our ancestors. And then you turn up to something like that. Me say, Doreen Lawrence, she did all down there.
No, but she said a long time, man. Yeah, because,
you see what I'm saying? So what I want you to do, beloved Kwame, because I know you're Africated, I know you got a lot of knowledge about that. I don't want to go into that on the traitors. That's what I want to concentrate on. The fact that, our situation stays stagnant because we can't get our people them to cohesively work together for the benefit of the all. Everybody is just coming like some little slave in, this is, all this is a modernized version of the traitor house Negro. And I'm using that particular terminology because it's not every African that worked in the house was a traitor. Every one of them, or to do certain up there, I with them a plan and with them a go and where we can do certain things. But you had some in there that were traitors, and we had some in the field that was traitors, that was sitting in the field with us, spying on us. So the traitors them was everywhere. You see what I'm saying? This is why. See, it's like something that but the reason why the inform we wanted to do a rebellion. You see what I'm dealing with? So that's come down now. We're stabbing each other, doing all kind of nefarious things out there, and they're talking about snitches. It's coming from that same line. What is a snitch? You see what I'm saying to you?
Right, so what's the second picture about? You're saying that you were born in 1974 then?
No, I was born 1960.
That's 40 years, isn't it?
Yeah. No. Right. It's 70 years, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. 74, no. Calculate 22 years. But that's immaterial. Yeah. What I'm saying is, beloved, what I'm talking about that. No. Calculate 22 years. But that's immaterial. Yeah. What I'm saying is, beloved, what I'm talking about that. They didn't. Is they paid into the NHS? I'm the because not only true. It's. Why you can't just cool yourself and them thing there? But what it is, everybody think they got a right to come and chat for us, and that's what the problem is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and you speak for us, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like or trying to put forward a narrative that we should buy into, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's why I'm making a point that given Windrush here, and I don't sort of refute that milestone, right? Or the point that I'm making, or the point I'm making is right. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know that you should point is that it is significant, right? But right, it is part of the greater picture
Mm-hmm.
of our history in this country. You know what I mean? And that should not be forgotten. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, beloved, though. You know, I hear what you're saying, and you know, I agree with 99% of the things that you say, brother. I want you to overstand that. Yeah, right. I agree with 99% of the things you say. You feel what I'm saying? But I think sometimes, you know, like even when you rang up my man's show, sometimes you go off the rail. You understand what I'm saying to you? If there's a particular subject, just keep it there. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying, brother? Because
Yeah.
you know, Karamba Bai, he gives you a lot of time on that show. Yeah? Right? He allows you to speak, and the reason why he allows you to speak because he's not well read himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? And the fact that he allows you. Hold on a second. Otep. We're live, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Yeah, and the fact that the brother gives you that length of time to talk, you should just respect it, man. You know what I mean? I don't take it anywhere else. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because you know, the other guy rings up. You know, if somebody sets a tone for the show, yeah, then what we should do, we should respect the fact that's the tone for the show and wrap whatever it is we're gonna say around that thing, because there's enough things we talk about every week. You feel what I'm saying? Like this little show here, I don't have much time with this show. It's only 2 hours. So if I give it a certain subject, beloved, I just expect that we keep it on that subject. And we try to Africate our people. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to Africate them. Yeah. So we're using what they know, and we're dissecting it and breaking it down for their benefit. You follow what I'm saying to you, King? Yeah. I know that we've gone back live, and I want to apologize to the people them for what's been happening and how, you know, the interruptions has been coming on the show, but that's expected. The enemy don't want us to talk about certain things, and that's how it go. You know what I mean? And so, you know, me and Kwame were just having a conversation while we was off here. Engineer called up and said we're back on here. So if you're tuned in, it's 07539 695 245. Just send us a text and tell us, you know, you're catching us loud and clear. Please let me know where you're picking us up from. I would appreciate love that. Yeah, Kwame. So, you know, the old Windrush thing, you know, we must, as far as I'm concerned, from a journalistic point of view, an African journalistic point of view, anything that these people come out on their media where they got the most listeners or everything, where they have got control of it, we must challenge it. Do you follow what I'm saying to you? If we know it not to be true. And if they tell the truth, we must embrace it too. Because truth ain't got no friend. You don't business about colour or whatever it is. Whether you're LGB or whatever the thing. When it's the truth, it's just the truth, innit? And that's it. Amen. Simple. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah? So if the wicked come with the truth sometime, you just have to hold the truth. Because it's the truth. You see what I'm dealing with? So like what you were saying earlier, we've been here longer than that. We know that. We know that. They come up with it the other day about Cheddar Man, 10,000 years old. You know what I mean? We knew that before that came here. But they need that. So because they have sanctioned it now, everybody accepts it. You follow what I'm saying? And that is my issue. My issue is that you cannot see your people being treated less than dog in this country. You know, so them build hotel for dog called Battersea Dog's Home. You see?
Yeah.
Right? And you see your people treat less than that. And then you accept an invitation from these people them. And a man who's a professor within their structure, He's a professor of education. They pay him to come and lecture to them. They pay him to come and give them advice. That's why they invited him. He's a don. He ain't no idiot. Big, bad and serious. You understand what I'm saying to you? They invited him to come down and to speak. Do you follow what I'm saying to you? And he refused. And he told them why he refused. You follow what I'm saying to you? Yeah? They said another station cutting and tuning is busy. So, you know, anyway, we're talking still. You follow what I'm saying? And then you go on.
No, but this is what I'm saying. You know, what Gus John did, right, is a testament to the fact that, A, like I said, this is of no significance, right, and B, it needs to be put in its perspective, because if somebody like Gus John can turn it down, why did he turn it down? Because he said that we've got really nothing to celebrate. What are we celebrating? So those people, those idiots, those Negroes that went into the church, right, what are they celebrating? Right? The same generation that came here, right, the same generation, you know, that this two-faced government of Theresa May is saying that you're not British. And even some of our elders, they've had their pensions withheld. You know that? Right? Some of the elders, right, can't get access to healthcare. The middle generation can't get access to healthcare. Right? Some of them can't get their pension. Right? Some of them can't get their army, what is it called?
The army pension.
Yeah. Right? And then you have the audacity to come and tell us that things are progressing 70 years. When the very same people that came here were dissing their back. So what does that say about us?
Yeah,
the now generation.
Yeah, I agree with you. Kwame, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you, beloved. I agree with you 100% on that. You know what I mean? I agree with you. Right?
So I think it is very wrong, right, that many of our elders, right, still, to this day, even though what they've been through, right, allow these white people to pull the rug over their eyes and not see them for what they really are, man. It's sad. But that is testimony, right, to our precarious position in this country, whereby we're like a dog, you know, with no tail. We're a chicken without a head. You know what I mean? And we just follow anything that's, you know, and that's put forward as this one. Like the super of 2007. I was in Ghana when that march occurred. This was it called 2007, 200th anniversary of so-called abolition of slave trade. What was all that about? Right? Did Blair apologise? Did he apologise?
Well,
and it's kind of fun.
Well, he didn't apologise because he said it was legal at the time. But we now know that within their structure, it was illegal. Elder Cecil Gutsmore has done some research on that. You understand me? Yeah, and that's even wrong. So even within their own structure, it was illegal. Even within their own structure.
Of course, because even I've got papers, right, from the early libraries, right, that said that even in the UK, Britain, it was legal for someone to hold a slave. Right, but yet the families in the UK, in the 1600s, right, that were having Africans as slaves. Right, even when I live in Nottingham, right, there's a family, right, called the Clifton family. I've looked in some of the archives in Nottingham, right. Clifton family, right, they built the biggest estate in Europe called Clifton Estate, right. They had Africans as domestic servants, slaves. You know what I mean? So how? You know,
it was like this. The stock exchange, wasn't it? But Kwame, let me let you go now, because maybe some other people trying to get through. Yeah.
All right.
Brother, but we give thanks for that, beloved. Yeah.
Yeah, give thanks.
And stay strong. Yeah. See you on the 1st of Messiah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Yeah, the first of Messiah. You know, we will be marching from Windrush Square down to Parliament and back, and we will be speaking with our people. And this is about us galvanizing ourselves, coming together as one to address all these situations. That's what the Stop the Mangamizi petition is about. That is what it is about. It's about those things. And if you go on the website and you go and you read and see what is being said and things like that, you know what I mean, you will see the information there. Yeah. If you go on reparationsmarch.org, Yeah. Otep caller, what's your name and where you're calling from?
Hi, good evening, Kwaku. I can hear you now,
Okay.
which is a little bit of a relief. I can't tell you when you last left off to where you went, but I started to hear you when you expressed that somebody wasn't such a learned person.
Okay, yes.
I'm not going to repeat that. But I would say to you this.
Where you calling from, my queen?
I'm calling from Central London.
Okay.
But I wanted to say to you, I heard your address today. I don't know if it was at the beginning of the program, but I would like to pass my family's sympathy and condolences to your sibling and the loss.
Yeah, I'm Pamela Simpson.
Yes.
Yes.
Mrs. Pamela Simpson.
Yeah.
Met you along with some cousins when you had your speech in terms of, is it called War of the Worlds?
Oh, War of the Words with Dr. X.
Yes, and it was afterwards, and I think some of the people that you were a little bit tired and they wanted to get home, but you still had the wonderful time and patience to make sure everybody was happy and what they thought, and you spoke to us for a very, very long time.
And my sister was there as well, you know, Pam, she was there tonight.
I didn't meet her, and I'm really sorry for that, because I remember you being on the other station and speaking about going across to Jamaica and helping your father.
Yeah.
So
you can name the station. It was Galaxy. I ain't got no issues with.
I don't have a problem with the station either. But I didn't even say it. I didn't even construct my sentence to say that. All I can say, and this is my impression of you, is you're just very candid. And to me, how you spoke to us and my other female cousins after that show, you spoke to us with the utmost courtesy, kindness, very gentlemanly, and you had other people waiting.
Very Africanly. Men are a gentleman. Very Africanly. Yeah.
But you can have a double first, you can have an MBA, you can have so many things, and I hold certain things myself, but what comes out, especially when I heard you on the radio station talking about going away for long periods, checking on your dad, assisting your dad to the GPs, to the hospitals, walking through here with the consultants and everything, that tells you something about the people in your family. You said your sister was exactly the same, if not more. So it is even a sadder loss that you're losing some
my sister
fantastic people.
I have to let people know, because my sister is a sister from another mother. Yeah, in that it's my sister that I've known ever since I kind of been on the struggle road. I know her through the school, and she embraced me as a brother. She was like because I got some big sisters, but they don't live in this country. Couple live in the Caribbean, couple living in the Americas. Yeah, but she replaced that vacuum, you know, and she was like that to me, and so she's my sister, and I took it very hard when her husband called and told me who's my brother. You understand me? Yeah,
well, you can actually feel it when you first spoke about it.
Yeah. Even when I talk about it now, you know, I'm kind of I'm emotional. You know, I'm not emotional like idiot. I'm emotional, but I just remember her. Do you follow what I'm saying to you?
You just remember the kindness.
Of
somebody. And
you know when some people just good, sis. You know when you can't find nothing bad to say about them. You know, you meet these people, and these are genuine, beautiful spirits, and they can't stand. Those spirits can't stay too long in this physical form. It's too wicked.
Well, I've heard that, and I've also seen people who would give and give and give and divide and give their last, and then when they need something, people are not there for the same way that they have been there for people. And when we meet people like that, we should absolutely cherish them. So you can see that in parents, you can sometimes see that in grandparents as well. A lot of the times I think in grandparents, rushing up and down, taking your child to school, picking up your child from school. So we should always remember that goodness. But I'm so sorry to hear of that loss. And I do send my love and regards to my family, to you, particularly to your dad. Because one thing, I don't know if you were born here or you were born in the Caribbean.
No, I'm born, yes, I'm born.
Okay, well that's perfectly fine. I'm born in Western Hemisphere, but very few people have a regard to their parents in that way. And I just thought that you had gone away for a long time to check that your dad is okay, to put your hand around his hand to make sure that he can drink okay and steady to do his normal routine, so he would still have that integrity. And in your grief and in things that you go, you're not on your own, and people do speak well of you. So you may have days of people trying to interfere with your message. They should give you some overtime, because it's been a deliberate sabotage of this program. But just to let you know, you're not on your own, and people do think the world of you.
Ashe.
Okay?
And I think the world of you, my
lady,
queen.
children. That's okay. That's okay. But I just wanted to let you know. And that's why I said I wasn't sure whether you are born here or you're born elsewhere. But that attitude of checking on your dad, there's people who have their parents here and they don't even phone them, or they don't even go to check that they're all right. So, well done to you. And I only ask of your children and their children to come. Always remember your father. You may get a little bit upset and a little bit uptight, but it's coming from a source of love. And I don't personally know you, but that is just what I think of you. So I'm going to let you get on with your program. Take care of yourself, okay?
No, you're going to let me get on with our program. It's called the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show. Yeah.
Okay. You have a safe journey when you finally finish, and take care of yourself, okay?
Okay, you too, my queen.
Okay, bye.
They have a beautiful sister that's cool. And it's always good when, it does make you feel good to know that people who don't even know you appreciate love the work that you do, because in this type of work that we do on the Liberation Road, there's no thanks for it. And we're not looking for thanks. I said I did a show last night. I did a comedy show over in Millsfield Theatre, and the same way you see me talk, I know me talk on your side. Is the same way me do my comedy. I'm just real. I don't play with it. And I'm going to sit down on this European in the night there. I don't know why. I don't normally do that. Yeah, but me dip on him. And near the end of the show, a sister said, shouted and says, I'll allow him. And I just had to chow some fire on her and tell her for the cool herself, you know what I mean? Otep Cooler, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, Kwaku. I'm Burchak.
Yeah,
and,
Burchak.
I'm just gonna say, can you read out the text that I passed you?
Oh, you're sending a text.
Passed you.
Okay, I'll do that.
But it's very important, and it's got a lot to do with what thing. But it's gonna be a bit what they've done.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna lock off, yeah. And if you see the 40 time, read that text out. If you can, please.
All right then.
I'll be grateful.
Thank you.
Bye.
07539695245 is 1846. So I've got about 14 minutes left. No, is it? Yeah. I've got about 14 minutes left. So if you want to say, I've got some texts here. So let me just read out some of these texts. Yeah. Right. It says, yeah, King, live again. This person sent me. Can stream live or record. What is it? It's all good, King. Maybe you didn't tune in better. Bet you didn't. Anyway, didn't get back to. What's this? Yeah, King. Locked in general. But the chief show on Sunday turned into some funny guy show, and him big up transgender people everywhere blood with his feminist woman friend. Okay. The shows of late on Galaxy Sunday have been shocking blood. Otep, great. Alright, that's that one. And then this one here, it says this one is Otep Kwaku, pick it up loud and clear. They have just passed the link tax rule, which will destroy the internet. This is a big blow to the internet for freedom of speech, expression, linking articles of history, community stations like yours, which tells the truth. You will be taxed for linking these information. Interesting. Thank you for that. And that, I think that's from that was Berjak. Right. Text. Alright, it says, tell brother come to back away. He's distorted. The caller after Berjak also sounds very distorted. Broadcast keeps cutting off. Right. All back in Wembley. Connected but no sound. All back in Wembley. Okay. Show cut again. Terrible signal this week. How come they never Galaxy like this? Yeah, and that was the text. Yeah, 07539695245. 695-245. If you want to send a text in or you want to phone in, you got a couple of minutes left. You can do that and we can interact. Yeah, you know, yeah, so I was telling you about what happened with his sister, and I just had to ban her and tell her to just relax up herself and don't apologize for them. No, Europe, them can apologize for themselves. You understand? And if you didn't remember, it's a flipping comedy show. You understand? There was a man called Bernard Manning. If you ever went to a Bernard Manning show as a foreigner, him sit down upon you like Jankro. And remember that boy, the Jim Davison. Yeah, and you never hear nobody in the crowd saying, "No, don't do that. It's not right." Everybody was laughing. Even black people, they might take Mickey out. You understand? But we've always got these little individuals that are embarrassed. See, I don't tell lies on Europeans. I don't have to. They write about what they did themselves because they never ever thought that these days would come when we would be liberated enough to be able to challenge them about the things that they have done. And that's why on the 1st of August, we march every year from Brixton to Parliament Square and back. It's called the African Emancipation Day Reparations March. Because we ain't emancipated yet. We've just been given a little autonomy to do certain things. You know, so they might even stop with travel. Like people from the Caribbean can't just buy a ticket and say they're coming in on holiday. They want to know where they're going, who they must stay with. They want to see the people them who them stay with bank account. You got to write some invitation letter. All that kind of nonsense. But they can just fly anywhere they want. And you're telling me that we should be going down Westminster Abbey and singing. This is what I'm telling you. See, this Christian thing, it mash up African people. And my mother is a devoted Christian, but me burn it hard. When she comes out, I say, "Mom, don't even bother come to me with them thing there. I don't want to hear it." This fictitious thing. We're in a time where information is available. Jesus never existed. There's no other documentation about this supposed Jesus the Christ, Yeshua ben Pandera, other than these so-called scrolls or books, what they call the Bible. It's fiction. But they refuse to accept the truth. Enough of these pastors don't want to tell the truth because they're making a bag of money out of it. It's a money racket. And if they were making the money out of it and fueling it for African projects and things like that, it wouldn't so bad. But they take the money and put it back in the coffers of the enemy. How can you have a business, and that's what church business are, that rakes in millions of pounds that they don't pay no tax? Because it's a racket. And what it does, it helps to destabilize the mentality of our people. Enough of them Rasta man who's singing tunes loud, the Bible thing, man. Open up your mind and learn. Study people like our present day Eric Kuti, that man that was Rasta from a long time, but them man them study and them research and them discover, say, boy, I really and truly, you know. And this is where it come from, you know, so we can't hold on upon that. It served its time at the time when you embraced it because you knew no better. But expand your mind. And start talking this nonsense, this stupidness. Sometimes I'm embarrassed when I hear them talk. Don't preach to me about, I don't want to hear about the Bible. I don't want to know about it. I know different now. I'm going back to the source. You understand me? Stop it. Wake up. Fix up on yourself. We can all, you learn every day. I don't know everything. I'm learning every day. Every day I learn something new. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. You will never know everything. The ancient Comedians tell you, be not arrogant because of your knowledge. Seek counsel with the ignorant as well as the wise. For the limit to knowledge has never been reached and no one's ever set it. Wisdom is rarer than emeralds and gold. Yet you can find wisdom with the women that gather at the grindstone. This is our ancient Kemetic ancestors speaking philosophically, morally, through the concept of mahat, balance, reparations, truth, order, and justice. So on the 1st of Messiah, come and celebrate with us. Come and work with us in Umoja, unity. We don't all have to agree. And even our brothers and sisters who's Muslim and who's Christian, come, because it affects you too. Because this ain't about your religion. This is about us as African people. So we don't have to come there propagating religion and all them things there and start talking, because we're going to disagree anyway. And we always pour libation, and we always allow our brothers and sisters who's Muslim and Christian to do their thing too, just to show that we love you. So it ain't about that. We can deal with that stuff after. But on that day, the African Emancipation Day Reparations March, on the 1st of Messiah, the 1st of August, we're claiming that day as a day for African people. What we do with it is our own different story. But that particular day, we're claiming it, and we're supporting the Stop the Mahangamizi campaign for all party parliamentary inquiry into the Mahangamizi of the enslavement of our ancestors, the colonialism, neo-colonialism. But not only that, the continued attack on our community down to today. So that would incorporate what happened with the Windrush and other things. We've got people who are dealing with deaths in custody. We've got people who's dealing with the overpopulation in the prison system, in the psychiatric units of our people. We're dealing with the fact that they're trying to turn our children and train them to accept prison kind of mentality from young, because they want to put them in the prisons. So this is what we do. We got people who's been running Saturday school for years. So I don't want nobody come tell me say nothing now go on in the community. We want our young people. We got a block, right, for our young people to come and take control of that block. You know, do your banners. We want to do a banner making workshop. You understand what I'm saying to you, right? This is what we're doing. So we want you to come down and get involved. You feel what I'm saying? Because we have 9 blocks. We got a students block. That's where we want the young people to come and take control of that block. Put up your banners or whatever thing you're doing. We have an artist block. We have ancestor block, community block, your global African family block, a repatriation block. You understand? So if you're into repatriation, come with your banners and set up your banners and take out that way deep. We got an interfaith block. That means whatever faith you're following as Africans, you can come together on that block. So it's not a separatist thing with we all have trade unionist block to reggae. And most controversial, we have a non-allies block, a non-African allies block. So if you want more information on this, and you want to sign the petition online, just go to reparationsmarch.org. Simple. It will link you in with the stopthemahangamizi.com site, which is spelled MAANGAMIZI. You can email us at info@reparationsmarch.org. You understand me? And we need funding, because money I run low and things have to pay for. Sound system, all them things have to pay for. So if you are, if you can't make the march, or if you can make the march, if you can afford to donate some money to the march, you can go to the GoFundMe.com/UK March. That's GoFundMe.com/UK patreon.com/UK March, and you can donate to the march and help us out, because we're doing it for free. Nobody now pay with no money. We just have to pay for the things to make the day successful. And also, we need people that want to volunteer to do security work, and we need people that wants to volunteer to do stewarding. I'm going to give you a number to call if you're interested in doing stewarding, volunteering to be a steward on the day of the march, and volunteering, or if you got like one of those security badges, and you want to come and lend your services to make sure that we safeguard our people on that day, yeah, because we know infiltrators are going to be there and they're going to come to kind disrupt. The number to call is 0792203